Aries. According to the signs given by the movement of nature, Aries may have a tendency today to make quick decisions regarding personal matters, especially when it comes to order and organization within the home. There may be brief misunderstandings with others, but these can be resolved by being open to listening. Aries dislikes long-winded explanations and prefers straightforward conversations. At work, you will be alert to what should be prioritized, but avoid impulsive decisions that lack sufficient thought. You show care for others when there is genuine concern in the conversation. Remember, the works of nature are unmatched, for they come unexpectedly. Always be cautious. Taurus. According to the signs given by the movement of nature, Taurus may be particularly cautious today in matters of emotion. You dislike harsh words that can hurt. You would rather avoid conflict than engage in heated arguments. Observant and resourceful, you navigate daily needs skillfully. You may appear quiet but are deeply thoughtful. You don't easily show emotion, but once hurt, it takes time for you to forget. Today, a quiet space is essential for thinking and reflection. Remember, the works of nature are unmatched, for they come unexpectedly. Always be cautious. Gemini. According to the signs given by the movement of nature, Gemini may exhibit a curious and inquisitive nature today, eager to know the truth behind current events. However, you must also be careful not to spread unverified information. You are cautious in your interactions and try to avoid tension at home. With your natural communication skills, it's best to refrain from meddling too much in others' issues. At work, you learn quickly but may become reckless if you don't remind yourself to stay grounded. Remember, the works of nature are unmatched, for they come unexpectedly. Always be cautious. Cancer. According to the signs given by the movement of nature, Cancer may tend to worry excessively today about the welfare of loved ones. Thoughts about the future are present, but don't forget to rest amidst all the concerns. Nurturing towards children or siblings, but sometimes overly involved, so it's important to set limits. You dislike harsh or hurtful words. At home, you long for peace and order. In matters of the heart, you show affection that often goes unnoticed, which might lead to a bit of silent disappointment. Remember, the works of nature are unmatched, for they come unexpectedly. Always be cautious. Leo. According to the signs given by the movement of nature, Leo may display strong conviction today, especially when it comes to matters that benefit the family. You have the courage to speak the truth even when it's hard for others to hear. You enjoy planning for a better future, but can also be surprised by unexpected reactions from others. At work, you're brave in facing challenges but may get irritated when others fail to follow the plan. While close to friends, today you may prefer solitude and silence. Remember, the works of nature are unmatched, for they come unexpectedly. Always be cautious. Virgo. According to the signs given by the movement of nature, Virgo may be particularly meticulous with details today. You dislike disorder and haphazard behavior. You feel content when your surroundings are clean and organized. You may feel irritated when agreements are broken, but since you dislike conflict, you'll likely choose to remain silent. At work, you dislike repeating instructions if the task is straightforward. You may feel concerned about your health today, so you'll be more careful with what you eat and how you move. In love, you remain quiet but observant. Your concern runs deep, even if you don't express it right away. Remember, the works of nature are unmatched, for they come unexpectedly. Always be cautious. Libra. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, today Libra may embody emotional and decision-making balance. There's no rush when it comes to making choices, especially those involving relationships or family matters. You tend to listen more than speak, especially when there's misunderstanding around. You carry an innate kindness in your heart and don't let anger get the better of you. At work, you're focused on details and dislike half-done tasks, which is why the day is expected to go smoothly. You manage money with discipline and have a heart that's always ready to help those in need. And always remember, the works of nature are beyond measure. Things can happen suddenly, so always be cautious. Scorpio. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Scorpio may display a quiet but observant nature today. You avoid meddling in matters that don't concern you, but you'll stand your ground when something is wrong. You're careful with your words, especially when you know they could hurt. You carry strong determination to accomplish work plans. At home, you prefer peace and mutual respect. When it comes to love, you're faithful and love deeply but cannot stand dishonesty. You have a broad understanding and don't easily give in to emotion. And always remember, the works of nature are beyond measure. Things can happen suddenly, so always be cautious. Sagittarius. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Sagittarius may be notably quick in action and sharp in thinking today. You dislike slow movements around you, and at times this can make you impulsive, though your intentions are always good. At work, you enjoy connecting with others and feel inspired to share ideas. At home, you're fun to be with and don't let the stress of life weigh you down. You don't hold grudges and dislike drama. You just want a simple, peaceful life. In love, you are cheerful and expressive with your emotions. And always remember, the works of nature are beyond measure. Things can happen suddenly, so always be cautious. Capricorn. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Capricorn may highlight seriousness and reliability in all aspects of life today. With strong dreams and ambitions, you don't easily tire from work. In the family, you're caring and never neglect your responsibilities. Financially, you're thrifty and plan with a long-term perspective. You don't easily believe in rumors and prioritize the truth. In matters of the heart, you may not speak often, but your feelings are sincere and deep. You avoid arguments and prefer silence when something unpleasant is said. And always remember, the works of nature are beyond measure. Things can happen suddenly, so always be cautious. Aquarius. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Aquarius may shine today through generosity in ideas and an openness to unconventional ways of living. You prefer a quiet environment to think deeply. At work, repetitive tasks bore you. You seek change and innovation. At home, you're fun to be with and bring joy to the family. Financially, you're not afraid to spend, as long as it benefits everyone. In love, you are sincere with your feelings but dislike controlling relationships. You know how to listen and don't easily give up on life's challenges. And always remember, the works of nature are beyond measure. Things can happen suddenly, so always be cautious. Pisces. According to the signs brought by the movements of nature, Pisces may be ruled today by a gentle heart and concern for others' feelings. You're humble and never intentionally hurt anyone. At work, your mind is lively with ideas, though sometimes you need a push to get started. At home, you dislike conflicts and prefer unity. Financially, you're kind-hearted and don't mind not getting anything in return as long as you help. In love, you love deeply and never lack in expressing how you truly feel. You are forgiving, but there is a limit when hurt repeatedly. And always remember, the works of nature are beyond measure. Things can happen suddenly, so always be cautious.